Welcome to another video. It's been a long time ago since I've done anything with a car, electronics or electrical work. And this one here is one I couldn't find anywhere on the internet with dealing with the blower motor. There's information about removing the motor itself, the resistor pack. There's not much about removing this switch unit here. The issue with it is was originally this was stuck in the fastest mode, highest blown mode, and it wouldn't come out, and the customer said he pulled it and then there was no more air that came out of it. It wouldn't blow again after that. Now, but I found then when I came out here and I started playing with this, as you can hear, it's coming on. Number 4 doesn't work, and number 3 here sometimes will stop working, but at the moment, obviously, because I'm recording, it's not going to work. But number 4 is definitely not working. 1 is, so it's something better now. If you notice there, number 3 is not working now, and I'll do that, it'll work. So I'm going to find out how I'm going to get in at this, and then as soon as I get into it, I'll get back to you, because I don't know how to get into it at the moment. I believe before I get this out, I got to get the radio out, and to do that, the first thing you got to do is take off the side trims here, and all you really have to do is use one of these trims at the top, lever it out, and then it'll pull out. Do that both sides, and then this cover for the dashboard, you just use it there, and there's clips to hold the cover there, and you just pull it up and that will come out. And then there's a 10mm bolt there for the radio. Plus, I had to take 2 screws out of here, and of course 2 screws from underneath here. We'll see how it goes. I might be wasting my time doing this. This might be totally wrong what I'm doing. Okay, right, I removed them 2 screws. I removed this cap as well, and then all you have to do is pull it out, and then this is here. Your hazard warning lights, your cigarette lighter, and now I can see clearly I have 4 screws that will take this out, and possibly some electrical connectors at the back. I'll get back to you shortly. Looks like there's 4 clips also here holding it in that we have to undo and push it back before we can get it out. We also have to unclip these cables here as well. This one already came out of its holder, and that goes in here. I'm sure I'll be able to get that at an angle and it'll come out. Let's see, will this come out? Hard to do it. Anyway, I'd have to probably put down the camera to do this, because it's... No. Okay, look, I'll have to put down the camera. I'll get back to you. I have the unit on the bench, and already I can see issues there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it or not. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see they're burning up there on a couple of pins. See how far this will zoom in. That's about the maximum magnification I can get with this camera. But you can see therefore it's discoloured. I'm going to go in there now and see, can I do anything with this? I might be able to clean it up a bit. I don't think it's on the terminals. I think it's inside it's getting hot. Let's see. How do I take it apart now? Good question. I would imagine we have to get off this black cover somehow. I'm in the dark. I've never done one of these before. I don't know if these control knobs have got to come off first. Let's see, do they? Oh, they do. 1. 2. Okay, that's them out. Right. One tab out. Two tabs out. One on the side here. And I would imagine another one on the side here. Okay, that's that out. Okay, what have we got now? I don't know. Another cover in there. It looks like there's tabs for that as well. Could I get this board out of the way here first? No. Let's see. What have I got? I'm going to have to figure this out. This is not so straightforward. I'm not too sure if I got to get it from this side or the far side. We're out now, and I can see our problem straight away. Right there at that connector, and I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Let me get the microscope on it. There we see a lot of melting going on there, and they will go back to the resistor pack, and I'm going to see, can I do something with this? I don't know if I can or not. I don't think so, but it looks of it. I'll get the back off as well, try to get this back cover off as well, and see what's in there. It looks very bad, but anyway, let's get the back cover off. Okay, you see the damage that's done in here. I might be able to repair this up temporarily, but I'm going to have to get a new one. Obviously, this is where it got stuck here. It's all melted here. I might be able to clean it up a bit. We'll see. It's not looking good, though. What I see here on the microscope is that this tab here is pushed down because it got hot and it melted the plastic, and the pressure of the spring on top of pushed it back. Now, I might be able to get this back up and use a bit of that Aldralite, that kind of glue, that setting glue, to get it back up. If I remove some of this glue here, this plastic around here, and also this button unit here got melted as well, or this contacts, and these are supposed to push in freely, and you see they're kind of grabbing because of this melting here. I might have to do a bit of reshaping of that. We might be able to get it going. I don't know. This is just an experiment. If not, I'm going to have to get one somewhere where that's the problem. Probably overseas, and might take forever to come, or a scrapyard, and you're going to have to go in and take it out yourself. Okay, pared away an awful lot of the plastic, the burnt plastic around it, and I pulled this back, bent this back up as level here with these. What I have to really do now is clean them a little bit better. I also notice when you put in the fully on position, now you must remember this is ground when you get to this position. These are all going through resistors and then back up to the motor. These are the ones, but this is ground. This has got the highest current going through, but I notice it. You only see the wiper mark going up as far as there. I would have loved that to go the center of that. which would spread the load a little bit more on the plates instead of just at the edge. But next thing I'd have to do with that now is get some plastic. I think they call it Alderite. There's different brands of it out there, and just fill up the back of that to hold it in place. And then any that comes through this end over the copper tracks, I'll have to remove it, scrape it away. What it doesn't explain is what was wrong of these, why this one here was intermittent. Maybe it's because of this button here is sticking. That's my next job. I won't do that this evening. That'll be a job for tomorrow. Okay, I got this moving as much as I can freely. Pushing in and out. Not grabbing. See, it come out both ways. Before it was kind of one side was stuck like that when it was out full. You can see this is all straightened up, cleaned. All that's left is to fill in the back there and cross your fingers, then that'll work. Of course, now these springs here, I got loads of springs here to go on there as well before I put back together. I started to apply some glue here, some of this stuff here. Unfortunately, it doesn't dry very quick. It's there. It is there. It's sticky, but it's still not hard as such. It's like a very thick glue, and I have it there about an hour. So really, I'm not going to put this together until I actually that's hard, because I don't want any pressure on it, and it presses that copper contact. We have a copper contact down in on this side here. It's a contact there. Let's see, can we get you in the camera? You can see the glue coming in between it there. Well, that copper goes down with the pressure of the contact over it. It might press it down, and I don't want to do that. Let's see, can you see? I just put build up of that stuff on it. The first time I put it on, it was too wet, and it just flowed from this side out to the other side. So I had to wait till it got a bit more like a jelly before I applied it. But it's still soft. Then what I'll do then is I'll just put all this back together again here. We'll see. It's been about an hour now, and it's just finally starting to harden up enough to be able to put it back together. The stuff, the epoxy that I'm using is this one here. And if you look at the setting time, it's supposed to be 15-20 minutes. The setting, I'll assure you that's not true. But I've used it before, and when it does get hard, it is hard. So, but it's the time factor. I wouldn't buy it again, you know. Okay, right. I put some grease, some contact grease on that, and we're going to start trying to put it back together again. I did clean off any glue that actually adhered to this front here as well. A little bit did, so that's done. Okay, we got a few springs that come off. They're loose. It looks better, doesn't it? Okay, now they're all even. Right. This item here, there's a, forget the spring loaded, don't put this in, you won't feel the clicks, and it won't be center on the contact. So that goes on. You feel the spring action. And then we have this board here. And here we have our contacts here for the those springs. They light up these lights. They look at this button. And looking at it there, I think that's the right way around. So, right, okay. Will I put on there first, or do I? It might centralize, will it? That I don't know. They were never meant to be taken apart, so I would imagine you'd have to get it on it, push it down. Okay. Looking at it in there. Have your springs, your contacts. Let's see, there's a click. Do we get a click? Yes, I do get that. Right. Before I assemble it, really, I could plug this into the car and see does it work. But no, I would imagine it's going to work. That's that part together. Right, this has now got to go into this box. And I would imagine that's the way it goes. Not 100% sure. Or is it like that? No, it's not like that. So, it must have been like so. You can see the clips down here. Okay. Okay, that's that in. Wasn't as hard as I thought to put together. Right. Hope I'm not forgetting anything. Let's have a look. Make sure there's nothing left out here on the bench. That goes on the back. These go on after this cover. Don't see anything else. Okay. Okay, it's this thing here that's holding it up, but in the center. That's it. All clipped down. Looking the worse for wear there, but you see which ones go where. Let's just see. Okay. Fully to the right and fully to the left. Okay. roughly look the same, these two. Let me see a picture of this when I took it apart. All right, going by the photographs, the small one goes in the middle, and we should be at 0 now. Can we get that into it? All right. Yes, that feels good. Yeah. Okay. I should be pointing down towards the feet. Or the face, I should say. Okay. Well, it's okay. See this one now. Okay. At the cold position. Mid position, and then all the way around to the right. Okay, that's looking good. And we got this item here. Let me see, can I remember? This went through here. And it has to go onto that. Which I think would be better if I done that from out there. If I can get out that far. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's back together again. Now, the next bit I'll be doing will be out in the car. I have it plugged in roughly now. It's connected, so I'm just going to see does that motor run now. Just turn on the ignition. And let's see. Yeah, you can see 4 position. I'm going to leave it very briefly on the 4 position. Okay, right, okay, so it is working. Right, so that fix worked. What I have to do now is really reverse of what I did to remove it. These cables here got to go in. I think I'll start with this one here first. I don't know. I won't be able to film it, but they got to go in. There's 2 cables. No, there's 3 cables actually. And then when I get that in, I have to get them in. I got to get this piece in place in here. Put the cover over it. There's a cover. This cover's got to go over it. Screw that in. Then the radio's got to go in, and then the top of the dash got to go in, and then the actual side panels each side of the vehicle. Right, or should I say each side of the car. This front piece is got 2 screws. Hold it in, and also from here you'll probably see those clips. They just clip into these holes here. It's very difficult to get the radio in with this bracket on, so what I've done is I've removed that bracket from it, from the top of the radio, and then I'm hoping I'm going to get it from the top of the dashboard when I get the radio in. These are the clips that will be going into this side of the dashboard, and we got clips down the bottom on there. They go into them front clips there. You got to shove them in first and then clip it down the other side. Okay, before disconnecting the radio, make sure you have the code as well. I was lucky in this case that the code was on a booklet in the car, so I was able to get it back up. What you do is you enter the code. The first digit, you press this amount of times, you get the number up. Then the third digit, or second digit, and third digit, and the fourth digit. When you do that, press the up button here, and that code will be entered into the radio. Everything is back in place now. Top part of the dashboard, the radio, the control panel. I did miss some parts of the reassembly because it didn't record for some of them, and some of them it done it in portrait form, which was useless to me to upload. Anyway, let's switch it on, ignition, and ignition is on. And there's our 4 positions. Everything is all working. Hazard warning lights are working. The actual cigarette lighter is working. That's all back in. And what more can I say? Would have been simpler just to get a new switch. No. It would mean I'd have to order it and get it in, or go to a scrapyard and get it. For me, I got this done in the same day. Well, not in the same day. I took it apart one evening, and then the next morning I disassembled the switch, put back together again, and put back in the car the next morning. But here, this is the end of the video. Sorry that I missed a few items in it. Thanks for watching.